Hi everyone, this is Kirby. In this video, I wanted to do a bit of a follow-up video. If you remember back not too long ago, I did an Ulta haul, which I picked up some new higher end makeup brands and some drugstore, but I wanted to give you my feedback or what I've been feeling or how I've been feeling about those products as I've been using them. So I want to jump right in. If you are not familiar or don't remember, I will put the link to that video for that particular Ulta haul, and I will put it in the description box below. So without further ado, let's get into it. My first item for that video was a foundation, and it is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation. Now, I will tell you that I'm just not in love enough to go back and buy it again. It is supposed to be more of a lightweight, everyday type of foundation, which with buildable coverage. However, I don't find that it's truly buildable and not, to me, not worth it. I thought I was going to love it because if you follow my channel, I am in love, head over heels. It is my hands down my favorite, absolute favorite concealer, which is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. I love, love, love the concealer, so I thought buying the foundation would be just as great, but it's not. The reason I don't love it is I find that, first of all, I'm a full coverage girl. I may not need full coverage, but I love full coverage makeup. I just love it. I think it gives me more of a flawless looking skin. But this one, again, is, while it's not horrible, I don't hate it by any means. I definitely think it's worth a try if it's something that you want. But one of the reasons, one, it's not full coverage, which I knew that to begin with. But I find that it more so oxidizes to my skin. When it gets a little darker once I put it on, and then like it'll go on nice, and then after, as it like oxidizes to my skin, I feel like it doesn't really look good. Now, I'm fine with looking like I don't really have anything on as long as the coverage is there, but I feel like the coverage is no longer there as it oxidizes to my skin, and I'm just not really happy with it whenever I use it. I actually find myself mixing it with another foundation, but alone I don't love it. So I will not be repurchasing it just for that reason. I don't hate it. Again, I don't hate it, which is the reason I have not returned it, and I will return something if I don't like it. So my next product that I picked up from the Ulta store is this Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation. This is a full coverage foundation. I love this foundation. The shade that I am using now is Tan Deep Honey. This actually matches really well, especially since I've gotten a tan, or it's summertime. It is great, but I love the coverage of it. I love that it is not, even though I was kind of afraid of the words Amazonian clay, thinking it was going to like feel very heavy, and it doesn't. So I really, really like this one. It gives me a nice coverage. The next thing that I featured in that Ulta haul is this Lorac bronzer. It is a Lorac Tantalizer, and it is a highlight and bronzer duo. And it is a matte bronzer with a shimmery highlight on this side. Now, I will tell you that I've only used the bronzer. I love the color, I love the shade, and I love the fact that it is matte. And the highlight, not so much. I don't really think it really does much of anything. When I put it on, I really can't even see it, to be honest. But I do love this, and I'm happy I got the smaller version. They do have a larger compact of this, but I got this one, I want to say it was like $13 or something like that. But I do love this, so it is definitely a keeper. The next thing that I featured in this video, it was actually more of a sample that came as a gift, if you will, while I was purchasing. You know how you get like the gift with purchase type of thing, which is the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. Y'all, listen. This right here is the bomb. I plan on, when I run out of my little sample sizes, I am going to purchase this all-nighter setting spray. It is the bomb. When I use this, like normally I use the NYX matte setting spray, and it lasts, but not all night or all day. I put this on and it like literally like glues my when I say glue, not in a sticky way, but it like literally sets my makeup in place and it does not move. It is truly an all-nighter setting spray. This is the truth. It is the bomb. I will definitely be purchasing the full-size bottle once I run out of this. It is everything. Another thing that I got as a gift with purchase with my Urban Decay foundation was this Urban Decay Perversion mascara. I wasn't wowed by it by any means at all. I don't really see the point in paying a crazy amount for mascara. Now again, this is a sample size. I'm sure it's a larger tube, but I didn't find myself wowed by it by any means, so I won't be purchasing it. My next item is the Dr. Brandt Pores No More. I have heard such great things about it. My girlfriend actually referred me to it or told me to try it. She actually loves it. I've not been terribly impressed by it. Sorry, but I haven't. I don't know why. I actually prefer the Benefit Professional mattifying primer over this one. I feel like it smooths my pores out a little more than this one does. It's not terribly disappointing, but I just wasn't wowed by it, and maybe I just had higher hopes than I should have for it. Do I hate it? Not at all. It works well, but I am still more impressed by the Benefit Professional. And then I will tell you about another primer in just a few minutes that I have absolutely fallen in love with. Mattifying primer, and that smooths, like, truly makes my pores invisible. Truly. So I will show you that in a minute. Excuse my phone ringing. My next item is the Becca Moonstone highlighter. It is, or skin perfecting, whatever it has like a long name. I'll have to find it. This is the Moonstone highlighter, and y'all, listen. Yes, these Becca highlighters are everything that has blessed my life immensely. My highlighter is always like so bomb. I had to turn so you can get some of that highlight, girl. Yes, I love these highlighters. This one, the one that I have on is not this one. I will show you which one it is, but this is definitely a must-have if you have not ever tried them. Definitely try them. I love the packaging. It just seems so serious and like it's gonna be the bomb, and it is truly the bomb. You've probably heard 20,000 people talk about these, but they are truly, truly the bomb. The highlight that I'm wearing today is Becca Opal. Now, if you remember in that video when I purchased my Moonstone highlighter, I just scratched it. When I purchased my Moonstone highlighter, it came with a sample size of the Opal highlighter, and I love this one just as much. I will definitely be purchasing the larger size of this once I run out of my sample. This is what I have on today, and as you can see, they do not play. They are just like the bomb, and they will have you like glowing, and they're everything. They are so potent. Definitely worth a purchase. My next item featured in that video was the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. It is supposed to be a dupe for the Anastasia Brow Wiz. Now, when I first purchased, I actually got chocolate, but it had a little more red tone for me, which I didn't really like on me, the little red undertone that it had to it. So I went and actually purchased this one from Target, and I got the shade Ash Brown. This one I find that I use more often as far as the color. Now, how it compares, I know some people think it's not much different than the Anastasia Brow Wiz, but I have to admit that while I don't dislike it, it's not that much of a big difference to where I can't stand it or I won't use it. But I will be purchasing, again, the Anastasia Brow Wiz. This is very, very close as far as the pencil goes, but I will say that I find this one to be a little more waxy and not as, I don't want to use the word pigmented, but I guess the color payoff as far as me working it, meaning I have to kind of swipe this one a little more, working it into my brow than I do the Anastasia Brow Wiz. So I find this one to be a little more waxy. My overall happiness, I definitely will go back to the Anastasia Brow Wiz, but I will definitely use these and, I mean, just kind of alternate. My next item were the Lorac Pro Palette. I'll start with this one. This is the Lorac Pro Palette 1, and it comes with a row of shimmer shadows and a row of matte shadows. Let me fold that back. But this is just so you can see. So the top row is matte and then the bottom row is shimmer. This one is the Pro 1 palette, or I don't know if they even have it called entitled Pro 1, but this is the first palette. I love this palette. The color pigmentation is so beautiful. The colors are beautiful. This is the warmer palette, and I'm actually wearing this palette on my eyes today. The shades that I'm wearing are the cream, the taupe, the gold, and the champagne and nude mixed together. And I'm also wearing sable out of this palette. Oh, and the espresso. So I did my whole eye makeup look off of this palette today, and I love this palette. Definitely a repurchase. This is, love it. Love it, love it, love it. And when I run out of it, when I hit pan, I will definitely be repurchasing this palette. This is the Lorac Pro 2 palette. I will definitely be repurchasing this one as well. But anyway, this one has more cool tones, but they are absolutely gorgeous. And again, the top row is matte finish, and then the bottom row is shimmers. The pigmentation on both of these palettes are just wonderful, especially on the shimmers. The more matte ones, they are a little bit, you do get a bit of fallout with it, but what I've learned to do is just when I tap my brush in it, and what I really love is I don't have to like swirl my brush in to get the color payoff on it. It like picks up, I can just kind of tap my brush in it, but I always tap my brush off before I actually start applying it to my eyes. But I absolutely love this, and will also be repurchasing this palette once I run out of it. Now this was a sample. As you can see, it's so tiny. This actually came with the purchase of both of my Pro palettes, which is the Lorac Perfection Mattifying Primer, Face Primer. And this one is the primer that I was referring to earlier. This primer just makes my pores almost invisible when I put it on. It's not at all like, you know how Benefit and then Dr. Brandt has those, like that little, a bit of a gritty texture. This one is very smooth, and it like literally blurs my pores away, and it mattifies my skin, not to where it feels dry, but just a, I don't want to call it moisturizing, but just a smooth mattifying type of feel, and it literally makes my pores like just blur away, and I love it. There is a good amount in this tube, and I actually have 2 tubes, but once I run out of this, I will definitely be purchasing the full size primer for this. My next item is the Real Technique sponge. I loved it instantly. I mean, it's crazy, but I've not ever used a beauty blender, a true original beauty blender before, so I can't compare it to that. But compared to what I had been using, beauty sponges that I pick up from the beauty supply store, this is hands down. I love the sponge. I will definitely be going back to get more. All right, that was all of my products that I purchased from that Ulta haul. I just wanted to give you some updates and let you know how I was feeling about the products after buying them and what my thoughts were. So I hope this was helpful, or if you were curious about how I was feeling about any of the products that I purchased. If you went and purchased any of those items after seeing that Ulta haul, let me know what your thoughts were and your take were on the products that you did purchase. Leave it in the comments. Until next time, I will see you in the next video, and thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up, because it does help me out, and it helps me also to know what you all like and dislike. Anyway, if you have any video requests, leave them down below, and don't forget to follow me on Snapchat at tots5678, Pinterest, Twitter, Facebook, also tots5678, and on Instagram at tots_5678. Thanks again for watching. I love you all. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.